You know, a lot of people are not going to like this video.
Yeah, if you believe Israelis are colonialists, this video will totally mess you up.
Yeah, that's right. We're going deep into the indigenous origins of the Jews in this land. So let's get into it. What is the language of the Jewish people?
It is Hebrew.
And where does the word Hebrew come from?
Well, the archaeological evidence refers to the ancient Akkadian language.
The Akkadians lived in what is now Syria and Iraq. They don't exist anymore. They left behind a lot of written texts in clay, nearly 4,000 years old. They referred to a nomadic people called the Habiru that lived in the lands corresponding with the ancient Hebrew.
Now, the word Habiru likely comes from the Akkadian word Ibri, meaning to cross over. So the Hebrews, or the Habiru, were probably the nomadic people from across the river, most likely the Euphrates River.
The word Ivri still exists in modern Hebrew as the word Ever or Avar, meaning to move house or to transition from one place to another. So it's basically kept its meaning all these thousands of years.
And the word Hebrew in Hebrew is Ivrit, very similar to Ibri, the same ancient language roots. And this is all around 4,000 years ago.
Now, the first Arabs only arrived in this land around 1,500 years ago, and they came as conquerors or colonizers from Arabia, the Saudi Arabia region, hence the name Arabs and Arabic.
Now, the Hebrews had been living here for 2,500 years before the Arabs arrived. And they've always been here, sometimes in larger numbers, sometimes in smaller numbers, but consistently here.
Now, we want peace with the Palestinians. Most Israelis do. They've been here a long time, and we accept that. But they're not indigenous to this land, just like Europeans are not indigenous to the Americas. They live there, but the Native Americans are indigenous.
So no, Israelis are definitely not colonialists. We are natives to this land. Western countries are very aware of their First Nations people and their suffering as a result of colonialism. But the Palestinians have not yet developed that awareness of their history as colonialists or conquerors. Most don't really get it that the Jews are indigenous to this land.
And decades of misinformation taught in UNRWA schools has made it so much worse. They get taught that they themselves are indigenous, but even to them, that doesn't make sense because the Quran refers to the Jews as the children of Israel at least 50 times.
Look, there's really no way to deny it without a lot of self-deception. The Jewish people are the Hebrews, the Habiru, the children of Israel.
First Nations people who built a thriving democracy in the ancient land of their ancestors.